Located within a residential area in Hertfordshire is the highly successful St Albans High School for girls. The high-achieving school, with an outstanding reputation, found it needed to develop the available teaching space due to an increase in intake numbers. The school has already begun a period of renovation, and the new classrooms had to accommodate this existing project. Schools face a repeated problem. They need the extra space, but can't afford for the existing space to be out of use for any length of time during the academic year. This is where the Moduloft option is attractive to educational institutions. With the summer break of less than 3 months, projects need to be installed quickly, allowing for the new space to be ready for the start of the new school year. Another issue developments face is the style and how it works with existing buildings. For this project, the school wanted this permanent structure to have a modern look to the design. The St Albans project was fairly straightforward. They needed to create 3 new classrooms that could seat up to 30 pupils, as well as a connecting corridor. This all needed to be installed ready for the external insulation to be finished in situ. The classrooms were to be built on top of an existing building by creating a flat roof from a formerly pitched roof. This work started in June whilst the school was still in use. Once the project had been signed off, the bespoke build commenced in the Moduloft factory. An install date agreed that would allow the school fit out and completion in time for the new term starting in September. The wagons brought the modules down from North Yorkshire with all the internal fixtures of the build already finished as part of the build at Moduloft. This is a crucial part of the Moduloft solution. Clients are invited to the factory to walk around the project and check that all the decisions in the planning stage are satisfactory. Changes can be made at this stage of the process before the modules arrive on site. Despite the relatively tight access, the lift went according to plan. The lift consisted of 6 modules which had been in production in the factory for 12 weeks. With all Moduloft projects, the first module is the most important. It was vitally important that this module was placed perfectly in position, as the remaining modules used this first module as a reference. Once the engineers were happy with Module 1, then the rest of the lift process began. This project consisted of 6 modules, which would all tessellate, creating the required classrooms. The first 3 modules were all 14.5 metres long, 3.4 metres wide and 3.7 metres high. Each of these modules weighed 8 tonnes. Once the 3 initial modules were in place, then the remaining 3 modules were lifted over. They were 6.1 metres long, 2.5 metres wide and 3.7 metres high. These modules weighed 3 tonnes. Moduloft's expert team carried out the lift for this project. The team and all the road traffic and health and safety elements of the lift are handled by Moduloft as part of the project. Once all the modules were in place, work began on making the new structure weatherproof. The Moduloft team then began the finishing stage of the project. Of the original team, a few stayed for the next 3 weeks to finish off all the internal completion of the project. This project had specific requirements regarding acoustics, thermals and fire management. As well as this, the internals of the modules had to accommodate electrics to include data connections, pattressing for furniture such as designed whiteboards and also floating ceilings. The external cladding of the modules was done on site, giving the whole project a contemporary feel, whilst keeping in style with the rest of the school buildings. Moduloft normally handle everything, from all the design elements through the build, lift and assembly. However, on this project, architects Bickerdike Allen Partners led the design and specialise in acoustic technology, and by working together to define the detail and structure for this bespoke new space. Once again, Moduloft provided the perfect solution. Modern technology-proof classrooms in keeping with the rest of the buildings. The school asked for a tight build schedule and Moduloft delivered on their requests, allowing the school to be ready and functioning for the start of the new academic year.